Thanks for joining us for episode 3 of How to Buy a House. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to choose an agent. So this is very important. Why does the real estate agent you choose matter? Let's talk about that. First thing is, there's a low threshold to become a realtor. You've only got to go to school for 2 weeks. There are some companies out there that will hire anybody who has a license, and then training varies by company. So for instance, I train my agents really well because I've got to be responsible for what they go out and do. So I want to make sure they're not going out there and doing things that are going to get me sued. So that's very important to me to make sure my agents are trained really well, and it should be important to you too. The fourth point, problem solving is an art. So one thing I've learned by being a realtor for 25 years is some people are great problem solvers and some people aren't. So you want an agent who can come up with a plan B and a plan C if plan A doesn't work out. There are other people that when plan A doesn't work out, they just throw up their hands and that's it. So you got to figure out which agent you want. While it may seem realtors are a dime a dozen because they're everywhere, you need to make sure you've got a great agent, because a great agent can make you money. A bad agent can cost you money. What do I mean by that? It's all in contract negotiations. So, there's a lot of things I could go over there, but just know that you want to make sure you've got a great agent and or a great team standing behind the agent that you've got. So if you haven't bought or sold a house before or in a very long time, you might be surprised by how much time you'll spend with this agent. For a time period, it'll feel like your best buddy. So you need to make sure the agent that you choose you really like and you get along with. So because you do, you'll have them in your phone, saved as a contact. So you make sure that you get along with them, because there's nothing worse than being with somebody you don't get along with. So a team may provide better support. That's one thing about us here at the Expert Real Estate Team is we have other agents behind our agent that's out front. So if something comes up and they can't be there, then somebody can help them out. We've also got a listing coordinator and a pending coordinator that can help as well. So we've always got support system behind us. If you're working with just a single agent, they're trying to juggle all the balls themselves, and that can get stressful for them and maybe for you if you can't reach them. So think about that. So trust matters. You need to be able to trust the agent that you're working with to make sure they do exactly what you are asking, to make sure they tell you the risks and rewards that may come along with your decisions. So make sure you trust the agent that you're working with, because again, going back up to the first one, a good agent can make or cost you money. So the risks are real, and your agent should tell you about it and tell you what's coming down the pipe. For instance, we always suggest that our clients, if it is on a sewer or a septic tank, we always recommend that our clients have a test. So for instance, in one scenario, we had a buyer that said, "Nah, I don't want to get a septic inspection." Well, after they bought the house and the septic tank backed up, they learned that they should have had one, because the new home that they had bought that they didn't think they needed to have tested was actually an old septic tank from a smaller mobile home that had been on the property before. So always listen to your agent, especially when it comes to testing, because we're there to protect you. High stress needs patience and compassion. So with negotiations, things get difficult sometimes, and you may want to make a decision that would be considered a knee-jerk reaction. So you need to make sure you've got somebody there that can say, let's tap on the brakes a little bit, slow things down, and make sure this is really what you want to do. So those are important qualities to have in your agent. Clear communication is important. So you want an agent that has the same values as you, or a lot of times I would tell my clients, I need to know what's in your mind's eye. I need to be your confidant. I need to be on your shoulder. So I need to know what you're thinking so I can help you achieve the goals that you want, not the goals that I want. So your goals. Negotiation takes talking power. So it also takes a little bit of psychology. So sometimes I've learned that if negotiations are going back fast and furious and it's kind of getting late at night, I may slow things down, let everybody sleep on it, because in the morning everybody's cool, everybody's calm. So it takes talking power and a little bit of psychology. So I hope that was helpful and you learned a little bit about why choosing an agent is important. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next episode.